welcome to the journal flip through for this Indigo journal. So I'm just calling this journal the Indigo Garden Girl, and I will get started now just telling you about it. So this journal was created inside of a vintage book called Tales from the Decameron, and you can still see the title, the spine, like the title and the gilding that's on the spine. I kept that intact because it's just so pretty. And so down each side is indigo dyed, my own indigo dyed fabric. This is linen, and then I have stitched down both sides. I wanted to make this spine really nice and secure because it is a very old book. So the book itself, this is the original book cloth. It was this indigo blue color, which is what inspired me to make this entire journal. So I've just tied it up with this lovely cord. And so it is a silk cord, and it just wraps around with a wood button that I actually also made myself. It's from our apple trees. So on the front of this journal is a cabinet card that I made. This is an original vintage photograph. It's probably from the area of Guelph, Ontario in Canada. It's from 1957, and it's just this beautiful young woman standing in this field of wildflowers. And so there's also an image of indigo. There's indigo dyed fabric, my own fabric, in the background that you'll see. And then there is a botanical illustration all around the journal. So yeah, that's the front. And you'll see in the top there are 3 signatures. This is sort of like a medium-sized book. It's not super chunky, but it's also, it does have a bit of chunkiness to it. So there are ribbon elements as well, laces on the some of the pages. So we'll open it up. And the front and the back of the book are relatively the same in that they were decoupaged with these hummingbirds. These are actually from napkins, so there's 2 different hummingbirds there. And you'll see that the spine has been reinforced with more of my indigo dyed fabric. So the first page is some really nice scrapbook paper, and this is an altered paper clip that is made with iridescent blue and magenta velvet. And then I made a large journal card out of the bookplate from Tales from the Decameron, and so that's just been placed on some indigo themed paper. And we have some nice, this is actually Japanese fabric. And this is a collage page with some yellow tulips. On this side, we have a pocket that's made from this nice, thick, this like really wide, delicate ribbon. And it's on some nice blue paper. And this is sort of a botanical card for Japanese indigo. This is marbled construction paper. This is my own indigo dyed paper, which you will see throughout this journal in different patterns. I did a really fun dyeing experiment. This was painting the paper. I also did traditional folding, like you would indigo dye cloth, in like, what is it? I forget the word now, like for like sashiko, like felting or whatever, like where you fold the cloth. I completely forget the term right now, but there's a folding process so that you get the lines of the fold when you're dyeing the fabric. It's sort of similar to batik, but instead of using a resist, you're using the tight folds as a resist. It's sort of like tie-dye, but a little bit more planned. On this side, we have this really nice sort of purpley, really shimmery paper, and it's got these nice beads. And on this side, we have a fabric flip on the back of that nice pink paper, and it is 3 different pieces of indigo cloth. This one is an organza, this one is silk that I dyed myself, and this one is linen that I dyed myself. This is my cabbage dyed paper with a lace doily. This is some certificate paper, a gold doily, a pocket with a hand reaching out to a dove, and this is a tag with some nice blue pottery on it. This is my own indigo dyed fabric with this beautiful silk sari flower. And then this is a journal card that says, "Take a trip to Lotus Land." This is an image of some blue peely paint. And then this is an indigo image on the back with some cabbage dyed paper and a nice sticker. I love the pop of the pink with the blue. This is more of my indigo dyed paper. And this is from a Butterflies Field Guide. And this is a book page that talks about flowers and lady slipper. Like it's a really beautiful book. And heathers. And then another page of the butterfly book. More of the indigo dyed paper. This is from a bird. It's a book plate from a bird book, a painting book. Then this is a nice botanical image pocket, and it's been stitched around with a bit of fun stitching. And inside is this journal card that I made with this lovely image of these marbled Easter eggs. There is some stenciling on this page. The other side of the doily, and then this is an indigo themed envelope, and inside we have an indigo themed card with this little bird here, and they just open right up, and so that just tucks right in there. And you can also journal here and on the front. And then on the back we have a little belly band made from a piece of lace, and it's this lovely hot air balloon on cabbage dyed paper. I thought it was a really cool image. And it's got more of my indigo dyed paper on the back. This is more of my cabbage dyed paper. And this one really came out cool, actually. It's like a really neat pattern that happens all by itself sometimes. And then this is a pocket that I collaged and stamped. And inside is another indigo card with a bird on the front. And we have another pocket that's been collaged, and it has this lovely little woman here holding these blue flowers. And this is a journal tag with a nice bird and some blue flowers and some more indigo fabric. And another painted indigo paper, construction paper that's marbled. This is a pocket made from my own indigo dyed fabric with this nice botanical on the front. And it has this cute collaged pocket inside. Or sorry, journal card. And this is more of those lovely yellow flowers that you saw in the beginning, and some more stenciling. And now we've reached the second signature. So this is a hangover, basically double journal card, and it's got this cute faux stamp of a bunny that I made on the inside, and just nice botanicals on some beautiful paper. And this is just an indigo paper, and it has this really beautiful there's a lot of lovely lace in this book, actually. So this just hangs over the page, and then I've made an altered paper clip with a bead that's made from measuring tape that I made myself. And this is some of the folded indigo paper. And then this is just a digital image of indigo that I made. And then this is some nice ribbon with blue flowers and some more of the folded indigo paper. I really love how this one came out, like a sort of a sunburst. More construction paper. And then this is actually a label for lace, and I made just a tuck out of it with some nice indigo ribbon, my own hand-dyed indigo ribbon, and this cute picture of a toad, and some beautiful paper in the background, and then just a little journal card with like a space theme. And this is more of my cabbage dyed doily paper. And a pocket with my eco dyed paper and cabbage dyed paper, and then this beautiful big blue butterfly, more indigo in the back. And we have two journal cards, one with these bird's nest with these beautiful speckled eggs, and then one with this bird. And they just both tuck in there together. More stenciling, some nice fine lined paper. And this is from a book page. It's just this little girl hiding under the bed. And then on this side, it's these beautiful butterfly children. And then a little toad, a little person in a toad costume. And I added some pinks throughout this book because I think pink and indigo look really sweet together. This is an over the page hang with, you'll see there's a little crystal bead there, another altered paper clip, and actually I'll take it off because there's some things going on with this one. So first we have this bird on the front. It's a pigeon on this pocket, and it has a little mini tag with China on it and some Japanese gilded fabric on top. And that just tucks right in the front. Then you can open this up and there's some birds hanging out there. And so again, that just tucks on top. And then this is the charm that holds it on. And you just clip it like a paper clip right over top. More cabbage dyed doily paper. Stenciling. Some construction paper. More indigo folded dyed paper. This is a pocket with this nice big green butterfly. It's been collaged with eco printed watercolor paper in the background. And this little deserts in search of green pastures. And this is an indigo botanical card. Some nice ribbon there and some nice stitching. And this is more of my folded indigo dyed paper. Then on this side we have an envelope that is serving two purposes. It's a pocket. It has this little hidden journal tag with this bird on back, a little round one. And that just tucks right in there. And then there's a butterfly on front, and inside the envelope is another indigo printed card that says "The Ways of the Sky." And then this is just a macro photography photograph of a blue flower. And this is just a little nice quote for this page. It says, "Sometimes the moon passes in front of the sun and hides it completely or partly. Other times it is the earth that passes between the sun and the moon and projects its shadow on our companion. These phenomena are called eclipses." And then this is a collaged pocket with this beautiful fine paper, laser cut paper leafy plant, and inside is just this little journal card with cabbage dyed paper on back. It's been stitched around. And then just some nice birds and some ribbon. More indigo dyed fabric. This one was done with like a bubble technique. Okay, I said fabric, I meant paper. I'm so used to referring to indigo with fabric, but it was paper this time, which is exciting. This is Matisse, a page from an art book. And then this is an old book page that's been coffee dyed, and then I stamped on top of it all of these sign language symbols in blue, and then stamped in behind are two spools of wool. And then this is the journal tag that's inside. It's got these blue dominoes on it. It's just fun. That just tucks in there. And just some nice scrapbook paper. It's been used thematically throughout this book. And on this side we have this large journal card of a hummingbird and an orchid, and it's got this vintage yellow flowery tree button up top, and then more indigo dyed paper. And then I've collaged some indigo dyed paper here on this lined paper with this beautiful little sprigs of lavender. And on this side we have another hummingbird, and then just some collaging with indigo paper. And this is a cyanotope printed pocket. And behind we have this beautiful bird from a vintage bird book. And then this is just a really fun journal card that's been made from this really interesting piece of art. And then just a nice piece of paper there with flowers on it. And oh, there we are. And then we have this piece of paper, and it has this nice piece of fabric here that's just glued down for a little bit of extra decoration. And on this side we have a nice pocket with really wide lace, and it's on indigo dyed paper. And this is the journal card inside. It's this old advertisement for Victor Bicycles, the Overman Wheel Company. And then just a book page of these beautiful English roses. And then just a collaged page of some more of the roses, and then this nice skyline from a vintage illustration of a city. And then just some really nice paper. And this is vintage pattern paper. And this is the center of the final signature with these beautiful, this is beautiful illustration. It's like, I don't know if you can see the iridescence of these flowers in the illustration, but I just loved this image and I found it so inspiring to be in this journal. And then we have some more of the English roses from the book page and more indigo dyed paper. And then some stenciling. And then this is another image book plate from a vintage bird painting book. And then some nice little blue floral Canada stamps down below. And then just an aquatic illustration image. And on this side we have this lovely butterfly and then a little bit more of that indigo paper. It's kind of been used thematically through the book as well. This pretty tree, a little more stenciling. And then this is a Matisse image. I recently took a course called Painting with Scissors, and it was about how Matisse created these kinds of images, and so I wanted to use one in this book. And the same with this. And more indigo dyed paper and stenciling and ribbon. And just some nice blue scrapbook paper. And then this page has this large journaling card here that's been collaged with a bunch of different botanicals. And it's held on by this cute little worry doll that's been added to sort of an altered paper clip. And there's two of them there that are stuck together so you see them on each side. And that's another macro image of that large blue flower. And then we've reached the end of the journal. So that is the Indigo Garden Girl, and I will be popping her up in my Etsy shop probably this week. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. I'd love it if you subscribed, share this video, leave me a comment or a like if you had fun here. Have a great day. Thank you.